dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew? It's your boy DJ New Kid, your girl.
Sierra Nicole.
Back on the channel, man. We got us something different for y'all today, man. We got how DaBaby became the most hated rapper ever by Sunny V2. You think DaBaby's probably one of the most hated rappers?
I mean, I be seeing the hate.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I don't know ever, but I be seeing the hate though.
Because right now I'm trying to go like, I ain't gonna hold you. I think this might be true though.
Ever?
Yeah.
Like ever?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We done seen some hate behind some rappers, but
yeah,
at this level, the level he gets.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of hate.
People do be praying on his downfall.
Yeah.
And I just be like, I'd say he probably is the most hated rapper ever.
Right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Right now.
Because I seen everybody was rooting for him, and I seen everybody want his downfall, and it ain't been that long. We started one of our first videos that blew up is from DaBaby. That's crazy. So and we ain't been doing reaction that long.
Yeah.
So think about it. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Man, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want. Also, if you enjoyed today's video, always, man.
Lock it in with a thumbs up.
Nah, I thought it said 3 minutes.
Be all up in the thing.
Man, we see y'all. Hey, we here with it, bro. Let's go. Let's check it out. Let's see what it's about.
DaBaby has slowly become the internet's most hated rapper. What did he do to earn this title? Well, his actions range from insulting fans to getting angry at flight attendants. However, the very first thing that began to turn DaBaby's audience against him was the time he'd get into a beef with kids YouTuber JoJo Siwa. The argument began after DaBaby would post a song titled Beatbox Freestyle.
I gotta call count. That's probably when the no true hip hop followers peep some stuff. To be real, I think he started having some backlash before this. He had, because when he came out with this, I remember that JoJo Siwa line, and I was like, oh, he said you play with DaBaby JoJo Siwa, because he was like, you a Siwa.
Yeah, but it was, I think it was taken out, I think that
bar was taken out.
That bar was taken out.
But what I'm saying is, he started having hate before this.
Was it?
Yes, it was way before this. I
guess that's the thing, because I don't be like, I don't know.
That's when certain individuals start seeing some.
Okay.
I'll say mainstream media people that only follow mainstream. Is starting peep shit.
She'd hold up a photo of JoJo Siwa and call her a bunch of nasty names. The snippet was instantly shared to Twitter, where it gained over 1 million views and 42,000 likes on a post reading, "What TF did JoJo Siwa do that made DaBaby mad like that?" While some joked about DaBaby calling her out over a height insecurity, most were simply baffled that DaBaby would target a kid's YouTuber. She's literally a child. Kinda out of line, to be honest. Yo, that is funny AF, you really came for a whole kid, which accompanied a post by James Charles reading, "Can someone please explain why DaBaby is dissing JoJo Siwa when she's 12 years younger, 10 times richer, and 2 inches taller than him?"
James Charles, let's not come for you, bro.
Look, now I'm trying to like...
Hold on. That's what I'm saying. James, let's not say what you...
Yeah, true. But this ain't about him.
But the thing is, with the JoJo Siwa...
I'm trying to understand... remember what the bar was.
Because his name is Jonathan, a.k.a. JoJo. CY, you play with DaBaby JoJo Siwa.
But what was after that?
Nothing really.
Because he said something about nasty names.
Because the thing is how media works, and a lot of this weird social media clip-based platform where nobody really truly has true media training. Go to school, get real true media training. Trust me, there's programs out there. I've took one. But what I'm saying is, you don't, you have to go and hear it for yourself. Yeah. Don't just follow what somebody tries to, because a lot of people are searching for clicks, especially now. Most media now they're doing whatever it takes to get a click. Yeah. And 9 times out of 10, James Charles never even listened to the record to even see. Yeah. But I should I do it now? Just cut it out.
You can.
All right. So.
Because I really want to know before continues.
Hold on.
Cause I was trying to remember. I was like, was it, you know, or was it taken out of context?
Siwa, nigga, you a bitch. JoJo Siwa, bitch. Siwa, nigga, you a bitch. JoJo Siwa, bitch. Siwa, nigga, you.
He basically said, N-word, you a B-word. JoJo Siwa. The baby name is JoJo. If you know anything about hip hop, it's a play on word, double
It was just like,
entendre.
yeah, that's all it was.
And you'd be like,
And it was,
JoJo.
like I said, it was taken out of context, but
Understand hip hop, understand the culture y'all never came up with, and then you will understand.
But then you got people that's even.
No, I don't even want to get all that.
Yeah.
I'll cut all that. But the thing is, understand hip hop and how hip hop formulates its words, and how hip hop, how the bars and stuff are constructed, and the play on words, the double entendre, sometimes triple entendre. You'll get what he was saying. He never dissed JoJo. He really shouted her. He really was shouting her out, and people who are not familiar with the hip hop culture or the urban culture don't get it. We do that all the time with words. That's just how. That's just.
Now, DaBaby had absolutely no business in responding to these comments, as they weren't really even criticism. A lot of the responses were supportive, such as, I don't think he meant nothing of it, probably just needed something to say, and the others were simply surprised that DaBaby went there, which is literally how DaBaby described his own branding.
I'm gonna say, I can't believe he said that.
However, despite also stating that he wasn't the type of guy to respond to things online,
When it's said outside of music and I'm expected to respond and clear it up without using music, that ain't what I do.
it'd still take to Twitter to squash the drama in a post reading, @It's JoJo Siwa. My 3-year-old princess is your #1 fan. I bought her every product you have out, she thinks she you. Don't let them trick you into thinking I'd ever have a problem with you. My wordplay just went over their heads. All love on my end, shorty, keep shining. Now, DaBaby's response was actually pretty decent, but since he never needed to respond in the first place, all it did was show everyone that he was paying attention to the drama and was unable to stay silent if he was criticized too heavily. In the lead up to this tweet, DaBaby had established a reputation as a kind of hardcore gangster rapper, and to be on Twitter justifying why he made a diss on a kids YouTuber felt kind of inauthentic to his image. DaBaby stated in an interview,
But I wish I would stop using it as. I get what you're trying to say because you're also trying to play into me, but it was never a diss. He never dissed a kids YouTuber.
Because when I first heard the song, I never took it as a diss, but whatever.
doing his own thing and is not really caught up in any of the internet drama.
I'm just doing me, like I'm not even really caught up in what I got going on.
Yet in a different interview, he contradicts this by stating that he's willing to change his opinions if the internet criticism becomes too harsh.
It's about how much you value others' opinions on the internet or just, people's opinion around you. I don't value it until they get to messing with my money. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Now you probably need to take heed to that, make some adjustments.
While this is certainly a more mature approach, maturity is rarely what people are looking for in music and entertainment. I could be wrong about this, but it often feels as though the personality of the person making the music is just as important as the music itself, and when it comes to hardcore rap, people want to follow the completely unapologetic gangster as opposed to the person who's known for responding to criticism on Twitter.
But I will say this. I'm sorry we paused a lot. This guy we post a lot of music stuff over here, so we want to bring y'all and be able to talk about it and elaborate on things. But isn't hip hop founded on not doing what everybody else was doing? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's meant to be edgy, meant to be hardcore, meant to go against the grain. Mm-hmm. Everything that the true originators of hip hop developed the art to be, we're going against what the man has always forced us to be. So DaBaby is doing true hip hop, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going against the grain. I'm going against what people want me to do as far as when it comes down to mainstream, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to do what y'all want me to do. I'm gonna go against the grain. Mm-hmm. Even from when hip hop was first formulated back in the late 70s, 80s, the 90s, all the way up to the mid 2000s. That's when people in hip hop started doing whatever. They started being like a puppet show. And they started doing whatever, quote unquote, master wanted them to do.
But I guess if you keep it within just the music, it's okay because a lot of people do that. But I think for some, hip hop is not. No, my thing is, but hip hop is just not music. It's a culture. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, in his case, we'll get to that because I'm pretty sure he'll address it, and then I'll say what I have to say.
No, go ahead, Sika. I know you forget.
I'm not gonna forget. No, I was just gonna say, like, in this case, I think it would have been okay if he would have just kept it within the music, like just whatever. But I think his downfall was it was like all the other antics outside of, you know, just hip hop or his music or whatever the case may be. I think it was all the other antics that was like his downfall. That's what I was trying to say. But I said he probably addressed it.
This point feeds perfectly into his response to the Rolling Loud controversy, which happened only 4 months after the incident with JoJo Siwa. Whilst on stage, DaBaby would imply that people with HIV weren't welcome at his shows, and since the event was being streamed online, the internet began to discuss the comments immediately. Now, as mentioned in other videos, if DaBaby had simply stayed silent on the criticism, the problem would have disappeared. However, just like the JoJo Siwa controversy, he felt the need to clarify his position with a public statement.
I'm gonna address this one time and I'm gonna get back to giving my love to my fans. See what I'm saying? Because what me and my fans do at the live show, it don't concern you. It's not y'all business. What I do at a live show is for the audience at the live show. It'll never translate correctly to somebody looking at a little 5-6 second clip on their phone. It just don't work like that.
This Instagram live stream only led to more people discovering what he had said, and shortly thereafter, celebrities such as Elton John, Madonna, and Dua Lipa were stating on Instagram that they were surprised and horrified at DaBaby's comments. DaBaby stated that he wasn't worried at any point during the Rolling Loud controversy.
Were you kind of scared, like how everyone was like trying to cancel you and shit like that?
Nah, I wasn't scared. That was probably my problem.
However, this is a complete contradiction to his actions, because if he wasn't scared, he wouldn't feel the need to take to Twitter and apologize, which is what he would do after the Instagram live stream.
But the only thing, I can't really speak on this situation because I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I really don't know in context the reason why he said what he said. And I know, but again, majority everybody who spoke out don't even understand the context or anything, because people take clips and try to spin whatever narrative, because like they always say pictures are 1,000 words, but I feel like clips are worth 1,000,000 words, because people can take a soundbite clip, whatever, and twist it. We don't know what happened 30 minutes prior. We don't know how the fans was interacting, even 30 seconds prior to that clip. But people take clips nowadays and twist it in whatever direction they might want it to be. I understand you might feel offended by what he has said, but the crazy thing is a lot of people who be feeling offended by what people say be some of the people who say some of the most offensive things about other people, but they only scrutinize things that's made public. We don't know, because my thing is, who gave a lot of these people key to start saying what should go on in hip hop culture? That's my biggest thing. I'm like, we do need the OGs of the hip hop game to stand in solidarity and mentor, but also be able to say, hey, this is hip hop culture. Please leave our culture alone. Y'all, I'm to be completely honest, y'all stole every last culture we have had. Let us keep this and let us have this. Like, cool, whatever. Y'all only rocking with it because it's the most popular culture right now. Lingo, style, dress, music-wise. We have, like, the hip-hop culture has had such a major impact. But let us have our culture. Quit trying to come in on it and take over, because it has nothing to do with y'all. Especially Elton John. You don't even like be over there. Like do the pop, whatever music you do. You don't understand hip hop culture because you're not from it. You know what I'm saying?
Most of I understand.
Apologize to the LGBTQ+ community for the hurtful and triggering comments I made. Again, I apologize for my misinformed comments about HIV/AIDS, and I know education on this is important. Going back to the problem of authenticity, DaBaby would go on to state that he didn't even agree with his own apology.
Even though, I don't agree with it, you feel me? Like, if this the example that gotta be made, if this what God want me to go through, you feel me? For whatever reason, let's do it, I'm with it.
And that he only put it out because at a certain level, you have to move in a different way.
You get to certain levels in it, you got to make adjustments, and move a certain way. It's simple,
Ironically, he's talking to Charlemagne, who wrote a book on how living an authentic life is the quickest path to success, which is something that DaBaby himself highlighted as the reason behind why he's been so successful.
What makes you different?
Like,
why do you have that drive?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just me.
Yet going back on his own statements and posting insincere apologies was the opposite to being his authentic, brutal rapper image.
As a rapper, somebody who can speak freely, and I'm not one to do all that hard work day in, in, day out, make all these sacrifices, get there just to be controlled like a puppet, you know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't how I get out.
Now, it didn't seem like DaBaby actually had any problems with the people he called out.
Anybody from the LGBTQ community, any of that, bro, I am not tripping on y'all. I ain't never had an issue with none of y'all. It wasn't directed to no group of people in particular and nothing like that. Like, it really ain't that deep at all to me.
However, because he blew the whole thing up with a bunch of his own social media attention, the brands he was working with began to drop him one by one. Fashion brand Boohoo publicly ended their relationship with him. Lollapalooza dropped him from the lineup on the very last day of the festival, citing their founding values of diversity, inclusivity, respect, and love. The governor's
The main reason why I got issue with stuff like this is because of the counseling, because of certain things.
Yeah.
Because technically, he's always stood on the same brand, regardless of. But it takes him saying one thing for
Ever
y'all.
since he came out.
He's always been the same person, and because of his buzz, that's what made. That y'all use people to make a dollar. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go get the dollar too. But y'all use people for the moment while they hot. But soon as they little fiddle, y'all play a part of the counseling. Don't do that. Yeah. Because stand 10 toes, y'all, when you came to him with the contract to sign, he had probably already made comments and certain things that people didn't accept or didn't like. The reason why he should be the most hated rapper right now is not because of the antics. Yeah. It should be because of the music. Be a fan of the artist. Like I to be real, sometimes I wish social media wasn't the thing and we could just judge people by the art. Because to be real, the only reason why I don't listen to DaBaby like that for real as much like I used to is because I kind of got tired of the repeated kind of thing. He can rap, but I'm just like, a lot of your stuff just started sounding very repetitive. I don't want to listen to it. Yeah, I feel personally. I'm like, all right, cool. It's cool. It just ain't my cup.
But it wasn't because, like you said, the antics or whatever the case may be.
But I understand, you know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody perfect. And that's what we got to realize. No individual perfect. And a lot of y'all say comments and things behind closed doors that y'all would never want to make to come out in public. But y'all are so quick to scrutinize any individual by whatever they might say just because you don't agree with it in a moment. Not knowing a lot of y'all say some shit behind closed doors that if it really got out there, y'all gonna cry and beg for apology. Don't be too quick to
for forgiveness.
Yeah, like don't be quick to condone someone.
Condemn them.
Yeah, but the saying is, he without seeing cast the first stone. Ain't none of us pick up a rock and throw it because we all have said some foul shit. Like let's be real. Yeah, we all have done some foul shit. Let's be real. So quick casting the first, and that's that cancel culture shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. But I'm not bigging up or trying to defend him or anything. Yeah. I'm just saying quit with the weird antics hate-wise.
Music festival, set to take place in September, announced that DaBaby would not be performing as part of their lineup. UK event Parklife cut him from the roster, though the rapper's team claims that the decision was made months before Rolling Loud. The team behind Day and Night Vegas replaced his setlist with that of Roddy Ricch. Even the Working Families Party quickly removed him from the list of celebrity performers, and on the Full Send podcast, DaBaby explained that he was set to release his own meal at Burger King, which was also cancelled as a result of the controversy.
I have my own meal at Burger King. A lot of people don't know that. It was called the Jonathan Kirk meal. They wanted to use my name. I shot a commercial for it and everything. They had my name on the box, everything.
Did it come out?
No. That's when all the controversy.
In a different interview, DaBaby gave a dollar figure for how much his comments had cost him.
I had $30 million worth of shows on the schedule before December 31st. I was gonna buy my private plane, but it is what it is. It go how it go. You know, God ain't want me to have my plane yet. He's like, hold on, man, just chill.
And while DaBaby clearly took the loss in a very respectable manner, this seemingly did little to repair his reputation, as after being invited back to Rolling Loud 6 months later, the crowd threw drinks at him. However, the worst part about the controversy was, from that point onwards, DaBaby was berated on Twitter for almost anything he'd do. For example, people brought up the time where he'd attack a fan at a club for putting a flashlight in his face, resulting in another apology video.
I do sincerely apologize. Keep in mind, I couldn't see you.
Accompanying another bizarre clip of him being rejected whilst trying to kiss a fan, which also warranted some kind of strange Instagram response to the event.
And he just kept making mistake after mistake after mistake. After mistake, after mistake.
There was also the time where he'd make what seemed to be a satirical tweet stating that he was voting for Kanye, which warranted responses such as, "Waste, I can't believe you're even promoting this. Baby, you got too big of a platform to be tweeting this nonsense."
Man, shut up quick like y'all didn't vote for. Because he was on the ballot not to... Even my homeboy said he voted for Kanye.
I don't remember, but
See,
you probably...
We were sitting there... Did he say... Or he said he voted for Trump?
I don't remember, but...
Somebody said they had saw Kanye on the ballot and one of them, that was like... And they voted for Kanye because they look like they ain't take it serious.
Yeah, I remember you. Yeah, I think that's...
And I was like...
You told me that, but...
my whole thing is, I'm like... Like, y'all need to quit acting like y'all don't be doing some...
Yeah.
And then I don't agree with the cowardness of throwing something from a distance.
From a distance.
No, if you got a problem with me,
you know what I'm saying?
like do stuff. And that's the cowardness of a lot of people online. Mm-hmm. And especially when it comes down to social media and council cultures. Y'all, most people behind this stuff is cowards. Mm-hmm. Y'all can say whatever y'all want behind closed doors, but y'all be fanned out in public.
Yeah.
And that's weird, bruh.
I don't know. I got so much stuff running through my mind.
Yeah.
No. You good.
You're not even eligible to vote, which accompanied a different, more recent video where he'd get angry at a flight attendant for not combing her hair.
We gonna pay all that for that flight, you gonna comb your head. Straight up, dog. We gonna pay all that. You gonna comb your head, the least you can do.
This is probably part of the reason why DaBaby believes that social media can become a negative thing once you reach a certain size.
But at some point, I think like it may be safer for you not to use it as much because you can become overexposed.
But the real question is, how has this affected the performance of his music? Well, his latest album released in September 2022, which was titled Baby on Baby 2, sold only 16,000 units in its first week, which is 87% less than Baby on Baby 1, which sold 124,000 units in its first week. The music video for one of the songs on his new album titled Boogeyman features 5 different people, one of which being an obviously gay person, and throughout the video everyone is killed besides the gay guy, before DaBaby daps him up at the end, says "I ain't got a problem with you," and once again apologizes for the rolling loud comments. The whole thing just feels extremely performative and insincere, with this clear attempt at avoiding controversy only resulting in more controversy. Because alongside his new album's poor release, DaBaby announced that he had to cancel one of his shows after selling only 500 tickets to a venue which seated 14,000. Going to a DaBaby concert because I need some alone time, and I know no one else will be there. If I put all my followers in a room and sang a little song to them, then I'd have a more successful concert than DaBaby. DaBaby concert was lit. However, to DaBaby's credit, he's taken his setbacks quite humbly, having replied to his lower album sales by stating, "Not bad for the blackballed baby." There are a lot of people who have covered in the past that are clearly deserving of their poor reputations, but you could argue that DaBaby isn't really one of them. He's a hard worker with a library of incredibly well-made music, yet he's been unable to keep his mouth closed on controversial topics, which only compounds when you compromise your integrity and change your personality to suit whatever the audience wants you to be.
I'm gonna tell you. No, you go.
No, I was just sitting here thinking, I'm like, it's so crazy that it took like a certain certain situation for all of this to come about when he had been doing so much like antics and disrespectful shit. You know what I'm saying? To a lot of people or a group of people or whatever the case may be. But it took this particular thing, and I'm just sitting in my head like, damn, like. I'm like, really? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy to me. And I'm like, okay, I see it.
I'm going to tell you
don't understand it, but I see it. I understand, I get it. But at the same time, I'm like, we could have been, got
him out of here if y'all really wanted to.
If y'all really wanted to.
If y'all really want to mess with him, he did a lot of stuff.
He has done a lot of stuff. So it's just like, I don't know.
But I'm going to tell you the one way for him to, like, bounce back.
Yeah.
It's not to address anything. Mm-hmm. It's not to apologize for anything anymore. It's just to change up the way he rap. Mm-hmm. And as you put out a hit song with a different flow and a different beat style, and I bet you any money, his fame and popularity would go back up. Because that's another thing. People were starting to get tired of his same kind of flow. And people was like, you know what I'm saying? They know the DaBaby record when it come on. You kind of already know what it is. But if he changed the way he rapped, his flow and his style, he go in a whole new direction.
Do you think with his with the music being like you stated,
Kinda
like
repetitive.
so repetitive and so whatever, and then on top of everything, it made it just easier for people to just push him away. Like, okay, we wipe our,
Yeah, that's what happened.
We wash our hands with him, but
he can rap. You know what I'm saying? He got bars. It's just the same. It's
on
the
top
same.
of everybody feeling however way or whatever.
Because we didn't even heard him featured on stuff, and we done heard the beat be a certain way through the whole song, and then as soon as he come in, they have to make the beat the way he normally did. Then it goes back, and I'm like, dang, bro, rap on the beat the way it already was, and then because his flow has kind of always been the same. But if he end up changing his flow, I do feel like and came out with some music that's somebody can really relate to.
I agree with that, but at the same time, the way that social media is and the way people
I'm saying folks fake.
They are fake, but it's you always had that one person or a few people that always want to throw in your face, even though when you try to grow from a situation.
But again, people are so fake.
They are, most definitely.
I'm gonna tell you the reason, but the reason why I'm saying people are so fake because people are so fake to the point where if he puts something out, the flows change, everything's changed, and people really feeling it, they're gonna fake follow too. Facts. People are fake. Yeah, we just gotta. We living in one of the fakest societies right now that has. Everybody's just flowing with whatever the flow is. Yeah. Like not too long ago, everybody was trying to clown. Oh, DaBaby came to my job, tried to offer this, and DaBaby came. Yeah. It's that fake flow because all of that shit was fake. Yeah. That man didn't come to none of y'all jobs, but everybody wanted something to get attention. Yeah. Because clout is the hell of his drug right now, and everybody wants them to click on their post. Yeah. So that's the problem, man. But y'all spam us up. Let us know y'all thoughts and opinions. Right now, I do feel like he's the most hated rapper. A lot of situations, the reason why is because a lot of people, instead of looking into it, they are just going off of what somebody already posted, and they make their own assumptions off of somebody else's assumption instead of the facts. Even from a headline to a 15-second video without actually doing their own research and seeing the reason why. So that is true. Yeah. So I do agree. Yeah. But again, let us know y'all thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, man. But as always, y'all know how it go, man. I do go with the name DJ Kid. This is Sierra Nicole. We are. We are. Go and get it. Ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partner.